Got a couple of minutes, guys, so bear with me here. As we figure out live streaming, which is tougher than Google's latest update. That's what's happening. All right, I think we're streaming now. All right. Here we are. Okay. Okay, awesome. Good stuff. I'm going to start recording. All right, awesome, guys. Okay, so here we are. We got a few people in the house. We got Josh, my man, and his 23 girlfriends. Welcome, Josh. Gina, Kareem, Anthony, Prime Local, Neil, Derek, Adair. I don't want to start naming names. Lindy, good to see you. Tom, Jeff, awesome, guys. Welcome. We're streaming in I don't know how to stream in the Facebook group. Facebook took that option away. If somebody knows how to stream into a Facebook group, let me know. I'd appreciate that. But why don't we do this as people get started? 24. No, Josh has made progress in the number of girlfriends, guys. He's now up to 24 girlfriends in 24 different states in the US. His goal is to get to 50 states. That's a pretty commendable goal. So please, that's all pray for Josh. All right, why don't we do this, guys? Why don't you give us where you from, your location in the chat, or if you're watching in YouTube, why don't you give us where are you from in the YouTube comments, so that way we can take a look at where you are. So maybe just what location are you in? Maybe give me your city name, where are you from, or city or country, where are you from in the chat, so we know. Direct says hello from Chicago. All right, Chicago is like not too far from me, so 4 hours. Okay, good stuff. Neil from Boston, no, Neil from Los Angeles, Gina from Boston, Syed from Oman. All right, Kareem from Pakistan, Tom from Troy, New York, Adele from Biloxi, Massachusetts. Is that right? Is that a city called Biloxi? Wow. Okay. Ontario, Zishan, I'll be in Ontario next month, man. I'll be in Toronto and Montreal next month. So Mississippi, okay, sorry about that. There is in Biloxi, Mississippi. Okay, all kinds of cities, crazy. Lindley is Colorado. By the way, those who don't know, Lindley is killing it in Colorado. Bucharest, is that in Hungary, Kathleen? Awesome. Love it, guys. Love it. Amir, good to see you. Awesome. Here's what I'm going to do. Romania. Awesome. Okay, good stuff. I made a poll, however you want to pronounce that, a survey. I'm not the best when it comes to pronunciation. So let's see if I can bring my, if you guys can see the survey, can you, or the poll, can you answer that just so I know where you are in the SEO journey? Can you guys see that? You should see it and pop up in the Zoom. Not sure if you can see it. I don't see anybody. How many? Okay, so how many clients you have? And the second question is, how long have you been in SEO? And the third question is the same thing. So it's really 2 questions. I'm not sure why it popped up 3 times, but if you can answer that, that'll be awesome. So, okay, those who are just joining, welcome. I have a survey that's popped up on the Zoom screen. Please answer that. 93% of the people here say that they have less than 3 clients or rank and rent sites. Okay, wow, that's the majority. And then how long have you been? 33% says less than a year, 33% 1 and 3 years, 33% more than 3 years. So it's a pretty even answer. Thank you for that. But looks like most people have less than 3 clients. Okay, and we're going to fix that in this today and next 4 days. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that. Close the results. Okay, awesome. So if you're just joining, please in the chat put where you're from. I would love to do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Couple of ground rules. I'm live streaming this in my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know what my YouTube channel is, it's my name, Saravanan Ganesh. Google it or YouTube it, whatever. And so it's a live stream there. If anybody knows how to live stream this into a Facebook group, please hit me up offline. I'd appreciate that. I want to share my screen here. Let's see if we can get that going. Okay, awesome. I think is that Louis from Pembroke Pines. How are you doing? Hey man, I'm trying to get a hold of you. Reply to the email. We got some work doing for you, so reply if you can. All right, if you guys can see my screen, I thought I'm sharing my screen. Am I not sharing screen? Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. So here's the agenda that we're going to go through. So today we're going to go over, for those of you who are new, something I call the freedom number. Some of you may already know this, but it's always good, even if you know what it is, to kind of refresh it, because you'll be surprised. We're going to go over identifying low-hanging fruits for both client SEO and rank and rent SEO. All right. So you may want to do client SEO, you may want to do rank and rent SEO, you may want to do a mix of both. Please go ahead and mute yourselves, guys. I'd appreciate that. But that's what we're going to go over. Then tomorrow we're going to go into keyword research, the right way to do keyword research. I'm going to use some of the AI tools we're going to be using, and the competition analysis. This is just the outline of this week's plan. If we breeze through it fast because everyone's like, hey man, we got this, let's move on, we may go faster. Okay. So even though keyword research is tomorrow, if we breeze through it today, we may go into keyword research today, right? Wednesday, June 12th is going to be content creation, on-page optimization. All right. And then Thursday, June 13th is all about off-page optimization. I use 90% of the time, I use PBNs. I'll be going into depth in that. But again, if we breeze faster, we may go into that soon. And then somewhere along these 4 days, we will be diving into GBP, GMB, however you want to call it, optimization. I tried to keep it towards the end, so Thursday, or we may even have a June 14th Friday. All right. So GMB optimization. Here's the thing, guys, right? There's a lot of people in so many different Facebook groups. I know I'm also in so many different SEO groups. Every 6 months or so, I try to put together a webinar series like this, pure value, right? Last time we did it in Christmas time. We call it the 12 days of Christmas, and we went so much in depth that I don't know how many people joined during Christmas last year. We landed clients live. It was crazy. Live, we made calls when we landed clients. That's how crazy it was, all right? So it's going to be a pure value. If you have questions, please go ahead and put it in the chat. We'll definitely be answering that, but let's go ahead, okay? So do me a favor, in the chat, give me a 1 if you're excited to get it going, because our goal is, it's not just going to be me talking. Most likely I'll be talking, but I want feedback. I may bring up somebody over here, ask questions, keep it interactive. Yes, so if you give me a 1, I would love it, so that way, I get some feedback. I know you guys are excited. Let's get it going. All right. If you have any specific questions as we start going, ask in the chat. I will be answering that. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Today, we're going to start with a couple of things, right? By now, all of you guys should know we are living in an age where everything is automated. I don't have to talk about that, right? I'm not going to spend a lot of time on mindset, because I'm assuming you guys all have a lot of mindset stuff in you, right? But I will be covering a little bit on this. My passion, if you will, however you want to call it, is just asset-based income, automation, right? If I can make passive income, asset-based income, that's what I'm fixated about day in and day out, right? So this day and age, everything is automated. How many of you have seen the video that came out a couple of weeks ago about this new GPT-4 or something? It's literally taking away the jobs of teachers. This dad and his son, this dad pretty much takes his iPad, opens up GPT-4 or whatever, and says, hey, my son wants to learn geometry. Can you teach him this? Don't give him the answers to the questions, but walk him through the process. And this automated voice, okay, robo, GPT, whatever you want to call it, basically asks this kid the questions like, hey, what do you know about geometry? We have 2 sides of a triangle the same length, right? The third side is not what do you like? It asks the questions like a teacher. It prods the student. It doesn't give away the answer. And I was like, oh my God, there goes my teachers' jobs. I have a niece who's taking a degree, teaching degree. She's going to community college, learning to be a teacher. I sent that video. I told her, by the time you graduate, there won't be any jobs, right? You better learn something else. That's how it was. Prime Local says, will there be an update to the training that shows how to do keyword on AI? Yes. So I will be going over some AI tools. Yes. Okay. I don't use a ton of AI, but I'm going to show a couple of things, right? So the whole goal, whether you want to do line SEO, whether you want to do rank and rank, okay, I'm going to show you both. We want to automate. Okay, that's the whole goal, right? We're going to be going over the process that I'm using today. Okay, this is a screenshot from, I don't know if you can see this properly. If you guys can mute yourselves, guys, I'd appreciate that. I'm trying to mute everybody, but if you can do that, I'll appreciate that. This is from 2017. Can you guys see this? Is this big enough? These are rank and rank checks from 2017. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of these still with me, right? I think this $400 one was a towing client. I've since sold the towing website on GMB. For the $500, $150, I think they're still with me. It's crazy. And I'm going to be revealing a couple of things, right? So all I'm telling you right now is, if you know what I'm going to show you, if you just implement it, we had a survey in the beginning, and I guess almost 80% or 90%, whatever it was, basically said they have less than 3 websites. Okay, I'm going to show you to create assets that, if you do it right, today is June 10th, 2024, it's going to be paying you $300, $400, $500 a month after month, right, for the rest of your life. Okay, whether Google update comes and goes, Google algorithm goes up and down, whatever it is, okay, I'm going to show you how it's happening. I have a website, and I'm going to show you a niche where I have a website from 2016, April 2016, that's been paying me $300 a month. It is now not even ranking in the top, but it's still paying me $300 a month. I'm going to show you that, okay? Exact method I used to walk away from my 6-figure engineering job. Mufti Hamza asks, can you show where and how we can get address and cell number for rank and rank? Yes, we're going to do all that for you. Absolutely. All right. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead. Okay. Awesome. Great. So here's where we're going. I don't want to take a lot of time, but we got so many people. This is Robert. 2.5 years ago, he was a newbie to SEO. I always joke about him saying he was so new to SEO, he did not even know how to spell SEO. That's how new he was, right? And then 3 months later, $650 a month. Right now, he's at $5,000 or $6,000 a month. It's crazy. He still comes to the coaching calls. He's in my coaching program. He still comes to the coaching calls, and he updates once in a while. It is crazy. Okay, just one example. All right. This is somebody here who basically said she made $10,000 from one website. Okay. So the reason I'm showing this is not to show that, hey, look, wow, I know what I'm teaching. Wow, awesome. No, it's to show you that it's not just me. Regular people are making money and replacing their job income, right? This is another guy who literally 2 years ago, we brought him live on our coaching program. And over the next 3 to 4 months, where he went from 0 to, I think, about $3,000 or $4,000 a month, and he walked away from his job. It was crazy. Okay. So all kinds of results. I don't want to go over it. Some of you may know Victoria. She's right now a multi-6-figure agency. She speaks in SEO conferences. It is crazy. But when COVID hit 2020, March 2020, she came to me. She joined my group. She asked the question, hey, I'm so new to SEO. Can I make $6,000 a month? That's my freedom number, right? And then this screenshot over here is her a year or later messaging me saying, remember last year when I asked you, can I make $6,000 a month? A smiley face. That was exactly a year ago. Hey, Saravanan, do you think I can make $60,000 a month by year end? And she's way more than that right now. Okay. Some of you may know her because she speaks in conferences and stuff like that. The reason I'm showing this is not to say, look, I am awesome, I've taught so many people, but to show you, it's literally, it doesn't take a genius to make money. If you just do 10, 20, 30% of everything that I'm going to cover in the next 4 days, right, this week, if you just implement it, you will make money. This is another person. I've grown my income from 21,000 to 30,000 the last 4 days. It is crazy. Okay. And he's like, big money is in clients. I do call network. You know, I already have access to that. And I'm going to be showing clients, rank and rent, all of that. Okay. So I don't want to just keep going over all this. This is Greg Rosenfield. He's a grandfather. He's got a dozen grandkids. He's building out websites and rank and run assets for each of his grandkids. That's his way of giving back to his grandkids. So it takes care of their college education. Isn't that smart? I think that's smart if you think about it, right? If you have kids, put up a couple of rank and run sites, right? And the money cash flow that brings it every month, right? That's college fund, man. As simple as that, right? So give me a 1 if this makes sense. Give me a 2 if you're like, yeah, I know all this, let's move on. Give me a 1 if it makes sense. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Okay. So prime local needs side, Craig, everybody says 1 1. Awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Okay. Here is what I'm going to go after. We're going to go start in the, yeah, Josh says, put the kids to work. Yeah, Josh says, I'll do one better. Don't just do the website for the kids. Put the kids to work, which is good. Have the kids go get reviews. We'll talk about reviews, right? In this week, 1 p.m. every day, this is the same Zoom link. So save that Zoom link. I'm streaming it in my YouTube live also. But the same 1 o'clock, we're going to be going from the basics. Today, we're starting the basics. But we will get advanced. We will talk about GMB verifications, reviews, how we're getting reviews to stick, optimizing, and even clients and stuff like that. Okay. So everything from A to Z, that's the goal. Pure. So I don't want to take a lot of time. Let's jump into, you can see all this slides. I don't want to take a lot of time. This is something I have. I just want to touch quickly about this. I have a mastermind every couple of months. I open a mastermind to about 12 people. It is crazy because it comes with everything that I teach plus one-on-one coaching and my team helping. And the goal of the mastermind is to get you to make money. And this is just a screenshot from a call we had a few months ago where you can see 6 people out of these 12 people said that the previous week, every week we share wins for the week. And this is like people made money that very week. That's how this mastermind is. Every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. we have coaching calls. And people log in, and it's about, we also have one-on-ones outside of that, but also we have these coaching calls and we work on where you are stuck, what your goal is, how can we work together to get to the next level. And we have breakthrough. This is crazy. You can see Rob closed a client, $900 a month, plus percentage share. Tom, whose client was on trial, paid him, money hit the bank. Chris closed a client. Yala landed a painting contractor. Lindley closed a client. Lindley, by the way, I think she's here in this call. She got 1 mechanic client in this call. This was like 4 months ago. Then we had a strategy call with her, and she now has 50, I think 50 potential mechanic clients. She may have closed half a dozen or so, but that's how you can exponentially jump, right? So I don't want to take too much time, all right? Here is something I wrote in 2017, guys. Number 1 thing I always say people is, I can show you all that I know. You can go and learn SEO, GMB, ranking, renting, all of that. But if your why, why is not clear, it doesn't matter what the how is, right? The number 1 reason I wanted to make some money and leave my full-time job, okay, there's a lot of reasons, but this was something I posted in my Facebook feed in 2017 when I was still in my day job, I think, 7 years ago. I said the number 1 reason is because the toilet stalls in the restrooms in my office are so damn close to each other that there's literally no privacy. Okay, that's what I posted. I don't know if anybody has a day job here, goes to a job and notice that. Like, you can't go to the restroom in privacy. The stalls are so close. That's my number 1 reason. Okay, whatever it is, right? So I am going to be talking a little bit about coaching and mentorship, but you have to understand mentorship is everything outside that will take you to the next level, right? Most of the time, I see people saying, give me the meat, give me the ranking, give me the ranking, right? If that's all you wanted, you have enough in YouTube. You can literally go to YouTube, go search rank and rent, go to my YouTube channel. Okay, let's go to my YouTube channel. over here, there are so many videos right there. You can literally go sort this by popular and just go and watch these and you will learn. That's how it is. Or you can go to my Facebook group, which you're already in my Facebook group, right? Some of you may or may not know this. There's about 8,800 people in the Facebook group. Go to this guide section. There's a ton of videos. Look at all these videos. Masterclass, day one, all of this previous stuff. Okay? So you don't need coaching. Most people, you need mentorship, because if the answer to making money was on the internet, everybody with an access to YouTube videos, YouTube would be a millionaire. But there's more to that. Okay? So let's not talk about a lot of things. Let's go into the meat and potatoes right now. Okay? I'm not even going into why you need to be building an asset-based income. You know, asset is going to make you money, all of that, right? I just wanted to understand a couple of things. Number one, this is something I did not learn in school. The key to becoming wealthy, wealth accumulation, is knowing the difference between an asset and a liability. It's not taught in school. Robert Kiyosaki talks about it, but he talks about buying houses. I don't know how you can buy a house if you don't have a lot of money, right? They talk about all that, but it's not easy. But an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. Liability is anything that takes money from your pocket, okay? I realized that the rich and wealthy speak a different language. I'm middle class. I was middle class even before, right? My parents told me, go get a good education, get a job, so you will get a good salary. And I did that. I went and did my bachelor's in computer engineering. I did my master's in computer engineering. I got a job I was in a couple of different companies, and then I got a job in General Motors. They paid me a good six-figure income. This was 10 years ago. They gave me a company car when I reached level 7, the different levels of the company. They gave me a company phone, company computer. I was happy, right? But really, I was not happy because I was tied to that, right? And I saw when COVID hit, especially, Kim Kardashian, who probably knows less about marketing than you and I, she became a billionaire during COVID when everybody was losing jobs and losing money. I was like, how do they do that? Right? How did Kim Kardashian become rich? And I know what Josh is going to say. You release a video just like she did, you would become rich. I don't want to do that, right? OnlyFans. But what I realized is that the wealthy create assets that produce their income, cash flow, okay? And so that's what we're going to talk about. This dude here, he ain't looking for a job. His grandma and his family, they own the largest private landowner in the world is Queen Elizabeth and the royal family. 6.6 billion acres. That's their asset. That's why he's not looking for a job, or he's not even looking to start a business in the US. He's goofing off, fighting with his brother and his father, whatever his reasons are, but he's not missing a paycheck. He has enough money. So what I'm going to talk to you is this. We are going to create assets that produce cash flow. Make sense? That's what we're going to do. All right? Give me a 1 if you guys say, yes, you want to learn assets. Please give me some feedback so I understand that. Okay, I'm going to talk about the power of real estate, how we're going to do that. Okay, all right, awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Neil, Frank, Anthony, Zishan, everybody says 111, okay? Here is what we're going to do first. When I was in my day job, and even now sometimes, but more so when I was in my job, I did this. I listed out all my expenses, my fixed cost, my variable cost, all of it. My mortgage, my car payment, my utility bill, my water bill, my cell phone bill, my gym bill, all of that. My fixed cost was around $4,000. If you haven't done this already, I would encourage you to list this out. Write down your fixed cost, then write down all your variable costs, your groceries, your eating out, your gas expense, any miscellaneous. If you have kids, write down, I got 2 kids, they go dance classes, swimming classes, this class, that class, it all adds up. And I would sit in my engineering job in General Motors and I would be like, oh my God, if I can somehow make this replace this $4,000 fixed cost and this $800 kids cost and this and this fee of $1,400, like if I can total of the $6,300, if I can replace this somehow with some kind of a passive income, that if this income, this expenses, it is not dependent on my job income, oh my God, I can leave my job and buy my time back, right? That's how I started. I had a couple of SEO clients and I was like merry-go-round, ring a roses. Clients will come and clients will go and clients will come and clients will go. And I was like, all I wanted was some passive income. And that's how I wanted to rank and rent, okay? Let's do this, guys. If you guys are interested in rank and rent, give me a 1. If you guys are interested in client SEO, give me 2. If you guys want to learn about getting clients, I want to find out where you guys are. Give me a 2 if you want clients. Give me a 1 if it's rank and rent. Okay, I see 1, 1, 1, couple of 2. Can it be both? Okay, a lot of 1. Fine, local says 3. Okay, whatever that is. I'm assuming that's both. Okay, so it's mostly 1, but a lot of 1 and 2. All right, so we're going to cover both, right? Here is what I started. I want you guys to start, especially those of you guys who said you have less than 3 websites or 3 clients. List this out today. After this call today, sometime before the end of the day, sit down by yourself or you and your spouse, whatever you can. List this down. Please do that. It's going to help you. Once you list this down, take the smallest bill you have. In my case, it was a cell phone bill, $80 a month. And all I want to do is put all my energy into replacing my $80 a month bill through a rank and rent website. That's it. That's all I want to do. So if it takes me the next 12 months, 1 year, or 6 months, it doesn't matter, to replace my job income, I'm doing the foundation the right way, so I don't have to go back to a day job ever. That is what I wanted. That is what I wanted, and that's what I wanted. I started. Okay. So once you know this, now we're not thinking about how can I make 10,000 a month? How can I make 6,000 a month? This is your freedom number. My freedom number was about $6,000. That's it. If I can make $6,000 from rank and rent, okay, or client SEO, I'll show you both, right? Everything else is extra money. Okay, everything else is extra money. Please mute yourselves, guys. I'd appreciate that. Okay. So what are we going to do? What exactly is digital real estate? Is rank and rent. If you don't know what rank and rent is, a quick overview. Anytime you put up a website, you put your own website, okay, and a Google listing. We'll talk about that. We optimize it so it comes on the top of Google and we rent it out. So for example, if I put up a plumber, let's just say a plumber in Chicago, right? Now I'm going in the meat and potatoes. I'm sharing my screen, guys, right? You can see these are ads. This is GMBs, map pack. Okay, I'm not going into the detail. This is organic. If I can get a Google listing ranking here, a website ranking here, people who are searching for plumber in Chicago, they're going to find my website, my Google listing, and they're going to call me. And when they call, instead of me picking up the phone call, because I'm not a plumber, I just have a website that is optimized on ranking for plumbing in Chicago. But I can, when somebody calls that number, I can forward that number to a real plumbing company and they can make money. Does that make sense? Okay. So this is something called keywords everywhere, right? I would encourage you guys to take this if you can. I'm going to take it right now. I got 0 credits left. Purchase additional. Let me go here. Let me purchase 100,000 credits right now. I'm doing this live. I don't know what all I'm going to be sharing. So let me stop sharing and get this going. So we got that going. Okay. Let me quickly put my CVV code, buy this, so then it will start working. It's okay. Did I do that? Did I not do that? Let's see. Okay, now if I come and share my screen, you guys can see there's 4,400 searches a month. Do you guys see that? Okay, there's 4,000 people searching for plumbing or plumber in Chicago. Okay, That's prime real estate. If I have a website, this is ads. If these guys stop paying for ads, they won't show up. By the way, these guys are running ads. There's more than 2 people. You see this? There's so many people paying for Google. It's called Google service ads, okay? Local area ads. But only 2 are shown on the top. You see that? I could go and do, let's see, concrete contractors, Midland, Texas. Okay, there's about 110 searches a month. These guys are running ads, but these guys are getting all the calls for free. Okay, Frank says, will it be saved on the YouTube channel? Yes, and will be saved and will be uploaded to the Facebook group also. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so all I'm doing for those of you who may not know Rank and Rent is I want to find industries, locations where I'm going to put up a website. So if somebody is searching for concrete contractor, somebody is going to search for free service, okay, in Troy, Michigan, or wherever you are, right? I'm going to put up a website and a Google listing that lands over here, that's ranking over here, okay? And if somebody who's searching for this calls this number, we forward it to a real tree company, okay? And the tree removal job, the cost of the tree removal job could be anywhere from 200 to 1,000, but on average 750. If I send a tree customer a client and he makes 750 bucks, do you think he'll be happy? That's all it is. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's what Rank and Rent is. Now, if you compare this to real estate, holy grail of passive income is what? Real estate, right? Everybody is like, buy real estate. So you can start making $100 a month from every house, $200 a month from every house, and that will replace the job income, which sounds great. I want to do that too. I want to get into real estate, but I do not have $100,000 sitting around. Even if they say put 20% down, I still have to come up with $20,000. And then what I need to do? Then I need to find a good tenant, right? I got to go to the bank. I got to fix the property, all of that stuff. And let's say the mortgage I pay is 800 bucks. I can rent it for 1,000 bucks. I can make $200 a month after all this hassle. Compared to digital real estate, Rank and Rent, to make the same money, if not more, I buy a $12 domain. I'm going to put a total of $200 to $500 one time. Then I'm going to rent it out. I'm going to show all this to you. Mufti says, awesome. All right. So it makes sense to you guys, right? So that's what we're going to do, right? I'm not going to go into details of, hey, there's so many businesses and all that. All I want you to understand is that, hey, there's a lot of opportunity. I have people in my program, in my Facebook group, both the free and the paid one. They are living in India, they're living in Pakistan, they're living in Europe, they're living in Singapore, but making money in US dollars and UK pounds and Australian dollars. And you have the same opportunity, right? So let's go into this. This is my first website that I put up, okay? Before I go into this, here is what I want to go about. Remember I said in the agenda, freedom number, we went over that, okay? Put down your expenses. We're now going to go into identifying a low-hanging fruit, whether it comes to client SEO or Rank and Rent, all right? For all of you who are brand new to SEO, you're so new, here are 2 websites I want you to open. Go to Google and search for list of cities in your country by population. So I'm in the US, I'm putting list of cities in US by population. Wikipedia comes up. I want to have a list of these cities by population, right? Then go and open a website called Home Advisor. It's called NG Now or Home Advisor, okay? Go down here and click on Browse All Services. When I was in my day job, even now sometimes, I used to just go and live off these 2 sites to go and identify a low-hanging niche. Once I said I'm going to find my first Rank and Rent sites, all I want is to have them pay 80 bucks a month. This is all I was doing. I did not want to go and rank in a city that is like 8 million population, or Chicago, we just saw plumber in Chicago, 2.7 million population, right? Yeah, if you do plumber in Chicago, okay, plumber Chicago, how many searches were there? There were like 4,400 searches a month. If I can put up a website ranking over here, I can probably rent it for 5,000 bucks. right? Easily 5,000 or even $10,000 a month. I can rent it for that. But to do all the work and come here is going to take me a lot of my time, 6 to 8 months to rank and get it over the top, but also a lot of my money and resources, the backlinks, the content, all of that. So what I want to do, especially if you are newer, go to these smaller population cities. The sweet spot in my experience is 100 to 150,000, 100 to 200,000 population. Why? You can find a city for 50,000 population, but once you rank it, then you may be able to easily rank that, but you may not be able to generate enough calls to be, send it to and rent it out. Does that make sense? Okay. So 100 to 150,000 population, if you're going to do what I show you, literally without a lot of work, you will be able to rank and generate enough calls that when you rent the website out, the business owner will be happy to pay you $500, $700 a month. And I would rather go and get a $500 a month, maybe even $300 a month to begin with, right? And rent it out in 1 to 2 months time, right? And then rinse and repeat this formula 10 times, and I'll be making $3,000 a month in a couple of months. Then go after the Chicago plumber. Does that make sense? So all I would encourage you to do is, once you have this website open, is just permutation combination. You want to think outside the box, guys. Don't go and do what the typical SEO guy is doing. The typical SEO guy, he's behind the plumber, the HVAC guy, the lawyer, the dentist, because that's where the big money is. I want to leave the big money for Josh. He's been doing SEO for some time. Let him make the big money. I want to go to the smaller guys, right? The chain link fence guy, okay? The waste material junk removal guy in a small city like, where did that go? College Station, Texas, he needs leads too, and he'll be happy to pay you if you can send him customers. Okay? Mufti says, after ranking, can we sell the website? Absolutely, you can sell the website. One of my first websites, I ranked it, I was renting it to this guy. I'll even reveal that niche to you later on. It's a niche where Google does not run ads. There's actually very good money in that. I was renting it out, and then that owner came to me and said, I don't want to just give money, pay you rent. I want to buy it outright. And then I sold it to him for a pretty lump sum. So you can do that. Rank and rent, is it flipping or not? It's not flipping. You're not doing it and selling it. You're basically, you're putting up a website that you own the website. So let's say you target this concrete contractors in Midland, right? You're putting up a website and a Google listing that you own the asset. The asset is your website. The asset is the number. The asset is the Google listing. And as your customers find you and call, you forward the calls to somebody, a real concrete guy, concrete company, and he can pay you per lead, pay per call. That's called pay per lead or pay per call. Or you can just tell, hey, Mr. Customer, you've been paying per call for 2-3 months now. On an average, I send you 20 calls a month. You've been paying me $50 a call. That's $1,000 a month. I don't have time to count the calls. You don't have time to count the calls. Let's just have a flat rental fee of $1,000 a month. If the calls go a lot more, and I think I deserve more money, I'll reach out to you. If the calls fall off, and if you think, hey man, you're paying me $1,000 a month, but the calls have gone down, you reach out to me, we can renegotiate. But for now, the monthly rental fee is going to be $1,000 a month. Why would a concrete guy say yes? Because the concrete job cost we just saw is anywhere from 600, to 4,000. Okay, 3,000 is an average concrete job. I did an 8 feet by 12 feet, if I'm not wrong, or 12 feet by 10 feet slab in my backyard a year and a half ago. It cost me $3,000. So if you send him 20 calls, he's paying you $1,000. He closes only 4 clients, and from the 4 clients, he makes 3,000 each. Let's do the math, right? You send him 20 calls, right? He only closes 4 clients, okay? on an average of 3,000 per client. How much is he making total? He has just made 12,000 bucks a month. Do you think he'll pay you 1,000 bucks? I think so. If he says no, he's not a business owner that even knows math or knows to run a business. You can literally say, that's fine. I own this asset. I will just go now and send this to your competitor and rent it to him. And he'll come back to you and say, no. Rent it to me. Does that make sense? EMD or PMD will be covered in that. You said city of, yes, exactly. City of 100 to 200,000. Now, can you go less than 100,000? Yes. Can you go more than 200,000? Yes. It differs by niche. But why do I say this? Because it's easy. Like I just found, we just searched for this, right? Midland, Texas, 138,000 population. I just did a search for concrete contractors. Why am I saying this? Look at the search volume. Even if the search volume, these tools are not very accurate, in 130,000 population, there's going to be enough people looking for concrete jobs, right? And look at the competition over here. Number one, there's ads. So you know people are buying, businesses are buying leads. But number two, look, in the top three in the map pack, we just found a low-hanging fruit. These two guys don't even have a website. This is the first guy who's got a website. And then they all have less than 11 reviews. Anything less than 20 or 30 reviews is low-hanging. Why? Because you can literally put more than 5, 6, 7 reviews, not do too much work and rank over here and generate calls. Like this guy here, let's see how many pages he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God, it's crazy. So literally you come up and you, for this keyword, right? You put up a website that's got more than 6 pages. You put up a 10-page website. If you put up a GBP or a GMB, however you want to call it, that's got more than 6 reviews. You put 10 reviews, right? You don't even have to do backlinks and all the best on-page optimization and then do all the GMB, CID, URL and the schema. No, you don't need all of that. You just put up a basic on-page, more reviews, more pages than the top guy. You're going to be screaming to the top over here. You're going to get calls and you can easily rent this out for 1,000. Let's say you're a bad salesperson. You're like me. I can't sell much. You can only rent this for $500 a month. It's still worth it. Why? Because how much did it cost you to put this up? To buy a domain is going to be 12 bucks. To buy hosting is going to be, let's say, 20 bucks for the year. Okay, I'm going to walk you through all this, right? Content. I'm going to show you content, keyword research using AI. Okay, ChatGPT and other stuff. It's going to be free, right? Web design, you can do it yourself, or I'm going to show you stuff where you can go and get a web design done for 50 bucks. Let's just say it took you 200 bucks. Okay, right? And then you got to go and get some reviews. I'm going to go and show how you can get reviews for free through friends and family for cheap for 50 bucks total. So you do the math, 12 plus 20, 32, 232, 282. Let's just say worst case total, you spent 300 bucks one time. You have this ranking. And even if you don't rent it for 500, you only rent it for 300 bucks a month, right? That is something. So that's my rule of thumb. The way I do my research, if my investment is X, my cost to put on the website or rank is X, I want to rent this asset for X a month. Does that make sense? Anthony says, how did you create search volume underneath? So Anthony asked, hey, how did this volume thing comes here? There's a plugin called Keywords Everywhere. Okay, just Google the Keywords Everywhere keyword tool, you'll get that. It's like 100,000 searches for 18 bucks. So it's like a cent, 1.8 cents or whatever. Or if you don't want to do that, you can go to Google search planner. I'll show that to you. Zishan says, how do we see analytics against search tag? What do you mean by analytics? Are you talking about this or are you talking about in your Google Search Console? Darren says, is the recording? Yes, we are recording this. Yes. What about business analysis? Yeah, we're going to answer that. Okay. So does this make sense, guys? So today's, I don't want you to jump the gun today and say, is it going to be a partial match domain, exact match domain? How are we going to do address for GMB? How are we going to get GMB? We're going to cover all that. Today, most of you who took the survey said you guys have less than 3 sites. I want to literally come here and do your permutation combination. Go here and remember I said leave out the HVAC guy, leave out the plumbing guy, leave out the dentist or the lawyer. Everybody's behind those guys. You go over here. Here's what I would do. Let's do this, guys, okay? I'm going to pick somebody right now and I'm going to take you as a guinea pig and find the low-hanging fruit and see if you can rank that, okay? So if you say I should pick you, give me a reason why you. In the sense, give me a, hey, I'm a single mom, I need to leave my job, like I deserve this. I need help. I'll pick you. I don't want to pick somebody who knows everything but is lazy to do it, right? If you have a reason, I'm working 18 hours a day, I got 3 kids, I so badly want to get out of this job and I need passive income, pick me as an example and walk me through, I'll pick you. Give me a reason. It doesn't have to be a dire reason, but you get the idea. So just so I know, why should I pick you? Mufti says, when I make a goal, I do everything that's possible. Okay. Give me a situation like, hey, I'm working a job. I need to, like, give me a reason. Your why should be clear, guys. That's what I'm saying, right? When I want to leave my job, I hated going to a job, right? I have so many reasons to leave my job. My colleagues were so good at office politics. I hated politics, right? My 3-year-old that time, she's 12 now, right? She would cling to my leg and say, Daddy, she called me Dada, don't go, let's play. And I'm like, I want to play with you, sweetie, but I have to go make money, right? So give me a reason, like why you want to leave or make money or leave a job, and I'll pick you. If not, Mufti seems to be like the only guy. Anthony says, I'm single dad, I'm disciplined, I'm structured. Okay, I'm good student, I'm proud. Okay, good. So Anthony, Mufti. Tom says, I'm lost my job. Tom, are you in Columbus, Ohio? Is that a different Tom? Is this Tom Gerber or is it a different Tom? Troy, New York. Okay, Tom lost his job recently. Okay, so I'm just going to pick Tom. Okay, not because Anthony is bad or Mufti is bad. Don't get me wrong. But whatever I do for Tom, you guys can do this. You guys can just follow it. Okay, Tom is in Troy, New York. He lost his job. He needs to make money right now. Okay, so I'm just going to pick him because he said he lost his job, right? And it's the same situation for everybody. Okay. So what Tom would do is simple. Number one, see if your city of Troy is not even over here. Okay, what's the population of Troy? Troy, New York. 50,000. It's not the smallest one. Okay, 50,000. Okay. So I would say pick. If you can pick a city over here, that will be awesome. Okay, something over here. And it's a low-hanging fruit. Okay, Darren says, good luck, Tom. All right, okay. Now, there are a couple of ways to go about this. One, here's what I'm talking about, okay. Write this down if you want to somebody, okay. Make sure you take notes, okay. One, you can put up the rank and rent site first, okay. Then find the client or the partner, the rank and rent partner you're going to rent it out to. Okay, or 2, you're going to find a partner or a client first, okay, then work on it. Does that make sense? Okay, so what do I mean by this? So when I started, I was doing this. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, when I started, I was doing this rank and rent first. Okay, because I was so afraid to talk to clients. I was a newbie. I was an engineer. I was a nerd. I still am a nerd, right? And I would put up the website. My first website was a tree removal in Ann Arbor. So in my backyard, I found Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is like 40 minutes from my place. Population fell in the sweet spot. And I went and I looked into tree removal. This was back in the day. Now it's Even now, you can see it's low-hanging fruit, but back in the day, it was hardly any reviews, right? And I put up a website, I put up a GMB. Once it started getting calls, then I went and I went to this home advisor, right? And I found somebody who is actually a tree guy who's paying. So here is it, right? Tree removal and other, sorry, okay? I then went to Yelp or Home Advisor, like NG over here, and I called these guys, and I found a guy who was like, yeah, I'll pay for your leads. I'm only paying for NG, and I'm only paying for Home Advisor. And then I gave those leads 2 or 3 for free. And then I said it's going to be, I think I said $35 a lead. This was 8 years ago, 2016. And then after 2-3 months, I told him 10 calls average a month, so $300. Over time, I know he's made even $20,000, $30,000 a month from my free calls, but he's my first client. He's still paying me $300 a month. Does that make sense? So Troy, who was that? Tom, if you are not afraid to pick up the phone and call any of these guys, you can do that. Or you can first put up the website and rank it and then call the guys. Does that make sense? Derek says my primary CMS is WordPress. Yeah, WordPress. I have WordPress, Weebly, Go High Level now, but most of it is in WordPress. It's just easier, that's all. Okay. Does this make sense, guys? So let's find one for Anthony and Mufti. All right. So same thing, right? I would just go over here. Okay. Here is one more tip I want you to keep in mind, right? There are 2 types of rank and rent niches, in my opinion. Low volume, high ticket. High volume, low ticket. What do I mean by that? Low volume, the number of calls may be less. If I go and search for kitchen remodeling, let's say in a city, Columbia, Missouri, or Norman, Oklahoma, which is Round Rock, Texas, right? Round Rock, Texas. Okay. The number of people searching for this may be less. Well, in this case, it says a lot. I don't think this is true. Let's go for a different one. Let's just say, find a different city. We don't want to go to Texas. Everybody's in Texas. Okay. So let's go. We don't want California, Texas. Columbia, South Carolina. Let's find that. Columbia. Wow, there's a lot of searches. This is not most accurate, okay? But let's just take this, okay? Columbia kitchen remodeling. The number of people searching in any given city to remodel the kitchen is probably less. But even one job, if you send to them, to the client, he can make $30,000, as opposed to something like appliance repair, right? If I do appliance repair, okay, the number of people searching are a lot more, 1,000. But every job, he will only make a couple of $100. Does that make sense? So you want to decide what you want. You can make money both ways. I'm not saying go here or go there. I would just find something in between. The painter, the concrete guy, the foundation repair, the tree removal, installation. Find these obscure niches that most people don't even know. Okay, special finishes, paint preparation, faucets, drain clearing, right? Carpentry, gutters, right? If I literally go here and do gutter cleaning, gutter repair, okay? There's decent search volume, may not be the lowest hanging fruit, okay? Let's leave that out. Let's go gutter repair, Quincy, Massachusetts, okay? That just came up. Less than 30, just about not the lowest hanging, but you get the idea, right? Maybe go for painters in Quincy, Massachusetts. Look at this, 42, 22, 35. This could be a lower hanging fruit, right? Let's go for concrete, contractors, and then look at this. Not the most, but there's at least one. it's a matter of permutation combination, guys. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Lakewood, New Jersey. Just go search here and go there. Lakewood, New Jersey. Go here. Where did that go? Lakewood. Oops. Lakewood. I thought I saw New Jersey, right? Not the most one. Okay, we just keep going. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Okay, let me look into that. So Google tells me contractors with an S. Look at this. Nobody over here. You see that? Not the lowest, but you get the idea, right? So it's a matter of permutation combination. That's all I'm saying. Water damage, roof repair. You can do water damage. Yes, you can do roof repair. I'm not saying no. Just from my experience, there's a lot of people in water damage and roof repair. It can get, look at the number of, number of reviews. I usually go by reviews. So spend some time, an hour, 2 hours, going through this permutation combination, right? West Valley City, Utah. Okay, I would go something like concrete contractor, West Valley City. Okay, not the lowest hanging, but then I would go here and say, okay, insulation contractor. Okay, 10, 21, this could be something. Then I can literally go here and find a different city, maybe Norman, Oklahoma. Okay, let's try that. Norman, Oklahoma. Look at that. This is a low-hanging fruit. You see that? Don't worry about the zero here. Okay, in a city of 100,000, 200,000, there will be calls. Even if you don't need to do a lot over here. 2 reviews, 4 reviews. You put up a 5-6 page website, 3-4 reviews. Insulation job cost. Okay, could be a $1,500 per project, easily 4,000. You only send him 1 job a week or 2 jobs a month, and he makes 4,000, 4,000, 8,000. He'll be happy to pay 800. Does that make sense? Okay, Aisha says car detailing. Aisha is good, man. She's doing, let's do car detailing. Car detailing. Okay, a lot of search volume, but look at the reviews. It's not the best. You want to find niches that are here that, okay, patio, driveway, okay, and see if you can find something like that. Driveway repair. Okay, 2310, this could be something if you want to, right? Or find a different city and keep going. Does that make sense? So it's a matter of permutation combination. That's what I want to do. So today, I don't want to take too much time. All you want to do, swimming pool, find the that most people are not there. So, let's say I'm going to mute yourselves, guys. Please mute yourselves if you have questions, ask in the chat. So tomorrow, when we go over, what are we going over tomorrow? Let's see. Today is identifying low-hanging fruits for clients and rank and rank. It's the same thing for clients also. We're going to talk about that, right? So one of the things I do to get easy clients, okay, I talked about rank and rank. I lead you with client, easy clients, okay? You can literally, here's one thing I want you guys to understand. To make money in SEO, to get an SEO client, don't think that you have to go and find a client who's going to start paying you $1,000 a month, a monthly recurring SEO client. As a matter of fact, it is so much easier to get a client just one-time payment of $300, $400, and then later on you upsell him. One of my first clients is this guy here, kebabhut.net. The website is even not working. Let's see if that comes out. This is the website. Okay. When I was in General Motors, this is the kebab place my colleagues and I would go and eat all the time. Even over the weekend, I went and ate there. Really good food. I love the place. It's a small place. Okay. I went there so often, I knew the owner, he knows me, things like that. One day I went to him and said, hey, at that time he did not have much of a website. I told him, hey, your website does not have a menu and about us and all that. If you want to be found on Google, you need that. Okay. I just told him that. I just talked to him and said, you need to be found on Google, you need a better website. He said, how can I do that? I said, that's what I do. I can do it for you. I was working in a day job. He knew I was working in General Motors. I told him I do websites in General Motors and I do this for you on my site. He said, okay, how much? I said, $300. He said, okay. I said, give me some pictures, give me your menu. And he paid me $300. I went to this website called Fiverr.com and I hired a web developer in Sri Lanka for $45. And he made this website. This website is still ugly looking. You see that? It's not the best website. But I got $300 from him, my first sale. So I would encourage you, remember I said go through your expenses and put up your freedom number, right? Remember I said go through all your bill? You need to understand, if you're paying the mortgage guy, if you're paying a hair salon, if you're paying the karate school for your kid, you are a customer for that business. Reach out to those businesses, your customer, they will listen to you if you talk to them. And all you say is, hey, I work with Google. I see that you're missing a few things in your website that if you fix it, you will be found on Google and you will get more customers. Can I record a quick video showing what your website is missing and send it to you? And they'll be like, sure. Who's going to say no? Most will say yes. And then you can send them a video just going over, hey, your website is missing, competition's got more pages, more reviews, you don't have it, you need that, stuff like that. Add value. And you'll be surprised. Make sense? So today's homework, guys, for tomorrow, all of you guys, please do your research on low-hanging fruits, anything less than 30 reviews, 30 to 40 reviews, if there's no website or reviews, stuff like that. And let's get that going. Yeah, bring that, let's go over that, we'll find it. So Tom, Anthony, whoever else, okay, Mufti, Aisha. Yes, Aisha, we'll cover over GMB verifications, all of that, right, in a later date. But today, first things first, most of you guys are less than 30, less than 3 reviews. I want you guys to at least put up a few, do the first thing, put up a few, come up with a few niches, low hanging, and then let's go from there. Last 5 minutes, any questions, guys? Anthony says, awesome, thank you. Okay, awesome, good, thank you, guys, I appreciate that. Aisha, glad I could be of help. Anyone's got any questions, anything like that? Anybody? On whatever we covered now, not on GMBs and stuff, we cover that. Yeah, no, you're good. Sai says, do we need to check competitors? No, you don't need to check. That's the thing, right? You don't need to check competitor traffic, nothing. All you want to see is check the reviews, just low reviews. That's where you start here. I'm going to find one more low-hanging fruit right now. Okay. How will I do it right now? This is what I do. Right. I go here. If you want to do in US, just go and pick a city. Las Cruces, New Mexico. Then I would go here. Okay. Inspection, waterproofing. Never heard of waterproofing. What is Las Cruces waterproofing? And search. Okay. Don't worry about what does, even if it says 0, that's okay, because we will be finding out more related keywords when we rank. I'll cover that. But we just want to go and see, 66, okay, this is not the most lowest hanging fruit. We want to find less than 30, probably no websites, at least 1 or 2 no websites. So then for the same city, I would say we had luck with concrete contractor last time. So maybe I would say concrete contractors for the same city. Okay, this could be one thing. There's only one about 30, but less than that than 7 and 18. Nice, right? Then I could go and say, okay, maybe I'll try painters. Let's look at painters. Okay, this is not the lowest hanging fruit. Okay, so concrete was some success there. So maybe I'll use concrete and I'll find something else. Nampa, Idaho. Maybe I'll check that. Nampa, Idaho. Right? 35, 40, not the lowest one. Okay, let's find something else. Menifee, Provo, Utah, Elgin, Illinois. Okay. Elgin, Illinois. Let's see that. Not the most fun. Okay, we had painters last time. Maybe I'll try painters. Okay, painters. Okay, not the most best. Okay, so we keep going. Now with reviews being a big thing, everyone's going behind reviews. Okay, drywall. Okay, let's try drywall. It can take some time, but if you do this properly, you will find low-hanging fruits like this one here. Less than 30, no websites. You see that? 10 cents a month. Ah, I like that. Drywall repair. Okay. So in Elgin, Illinois, this is good. So drywall repair could be a great niche. So I would note this down as one of the low-hanging niches and fruits, right? Then I would say, let me keep the niche the same. Let me go find a different city. Westminster, Colorado. Okay. Drywall repair, Westminster, Colorado. 2318, I would take this. There's only one number 82, at least two others. I would take this, right? And I would just go one by one. That's it. Okay. South Fulton, Georgia. Okay, there we go. Look at that. This has got no website, but they've got more than 30. Not the lowest, but there's something. So just keep going through that. Now, then I would say, okay, concrete. You know, it can be time-consuming permutation combination, but if you want to find somebody, you want to find somebody. That's what I want to do. Does that make sense? Tom says, I'll do concrete contract in Midland. All right. So Tom's taking concrete contract in Midland. Craig says, make a call and show your sales magic. No, Craig, I don't want to jinx it. What Craig is saying is every time in our mastermind calls, we make calls and we land clients all the time. We'll land a client somewhere like for Tony or Anthony or Mufti or somebody someday, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, let's go. Abu Bakr says, can you please tell the criteria? 100 to 200,000 population city. Don't go after the plumber, the HVAC guy, the lawyer, the dentist, the common guys, right? Find the niches somewhere. CPC does not matter. GMB, it will show you how to get a GMB. Even without GMBs, you can make money. We'll show you that too. Less than 30 reviews, preferably. Okay. Tom needs a so Craig says Tom needs a client in Midland, Texas for concrete. Make a call. So Craig is such a salesperson. He's soul being. So where's Tom? Tom, do you think we should make a call and see if we can find a client for you? Let me know. Gina is awesome. Gina says, I found 2 businesses on drywall repair. All right, so Gina is taking drywall repair. Awesome. Go for it, Gina, right? So concrete contractor, Midland, Texas. So here is what I would do, right? These guys are running ads in Midland, Texas, right? They're all foundation. There's only 3 or 4 guys running ads. We can call them, or we can go to Home Advisor. And these guys are paying Home Advisor for leads, right? We can call them. So all I would do is like go here. I would click on, I would copy this guy. I would search for him, Midland, Texas. Okay, he's in Home Advisor. He doesn't even seem to have a website. Gilcreek. I don't think he has a website. Wow, you see that? Let's click on this guy and see if his website comes up. He has an Instagram. Oh my God. Right? So you can now upsell him a website. Okay. So here's what I would call. So Tom, you would want to take down this guy's phone number because I'll make the call, but you're going to be sending the email. Okay. Where's this guy's phone number? Did I lose it? Did I miss it? Where did that go? Where did that go? So he only has a Home Advisor number. So I just want to make sure, because sometimes this Home Advisor number could be a Home Advisor tracking number and they may track it. This is a 210 number. Let me Google that number and see what comes up. Okay, so this is his number, it looks like. Okay, let's call him up. Here's all I'm going to say is I'm going to find out if he's even open to getting some leads. Okay, so here's what I'm going to call 210-218-8108. Put him in speakerphone. Let's see how it goes. Go for it, Anthony. Ask for a contractor.
Hello.
Hi, hey, you guys do concrete repair installation work in Midland?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hey, I'm not a client to be honest, but I have a couple of people who are looking for jobs. I was wondering if I could just send them to you, refer them to you.
That'll be fine.
Awesome. Are you the owner of this company, Gilcreek?
Yes, I am.
What's your name, sorry?
Yes, I am.
What's your name, sir?
Gilbert.
Gilbert. Hey, Gilbert, my name is Ganesh. I have an interesting situation. I'm not a salesperson or anything. I have a website that talks about concrete. I'm a website guy. I'm not a concrete guy or anything. And especially during the summer, I get calls from people looking for concrete work in the Midland area. I'm just looking for a company who I can send these calls to. That's all.
Okay. What is the cost?
I don't know, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not into sales, but if you make money, do you think we can work out something? I'll be open, you know.
It depends on the type of projects you send me. If you send me
Mhm.
nothing but little patios and stuff like that, there's no way you can make money and I can make.
Okay. So you make more money in like patio work, you're saying?
No, I make more money in commercial construction. I do restaurants, I do retail stores, I do grocery stores, I do medical buildings, I do hospitals, schools.
So all commercial, is it like concrete repair or you prefer concrete like
I do foundation site work.
Foundation.
Walls, retaining walls.
Oh wow, okay, so you do all that.
Pertaining to concrete, but in large volumes. These
Awesome.
patios that people like y'all that have your websites. Those
Okay.
patios that are 5 yards or less, and I can't make money off them. And the
Got it.
homeowners don't want to spend
Yeah,
more than $2,000 to get it out of them.
got
Right
it.
now, they're averaging about 35.
Got it.
Homeowners don't want to spend that.
Awesome, I get it. Okay, so like, here's what I'll do. I'll send you whatever calls I get, like all the jobs. You can pick the best customers you want. I'll also see if I can put these retaining walls and foundation repair. There's a big job, so you can make the most money. And long term, man, if you make, if I can help you make $10,000 next month, and if you can work out a percentage, whatever makes sense, I'll be open to that. That's all I'm looking for.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let me do one thing. What's your email? I'll send you a couple of customers I had from last week and some information. And then anything else, I'll have them call you this number. What's your email, Gilbert?
It's Gilcreek, GILCREETE
Okay.
_ enterprises ENTERPRISES
Okay.
@yahoo.com.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to send you an email later today, and then as I get these calls, I'll send them to you. And then, hey, let's hope we can both make some money this summer.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Ruben. I appreciate talking to you. Bye-bye.
Yes, I will.
So that's it, guys, right? I didn't promise him much, but he's open. He right away started with how much does it cost, right? So I did not come as a salesperson because I'm not a salesperson. I just started telling him, you know, what I think I can do. Craig says, boom. Gina says, wow. That's it. It is as simple. We land this all day long. Mufti says, wahoo. That is how crazy it is. As a matter of fact, I hired a cold caller, and we got so many of these contractors in the pipeline, we couldn't handle them. And what I found out was I started giving them away to people in my mastermind, but a lot of the people did not know how to nurture them and make money, right? There's a nurturing process involved. So Tony sent me a message later on, maybe for this particular person, we'll do something together. So I'll help you nurture and all that, and we'll make the money together, okay? If you want to do that, it's up to you, right? Let's see if anybody else. Okay, so that's what it is, guys. As simple as that. So tomorrow, next day, tomorrow, 1 p.m., whoever you are here, okay, all you guys, even if you are being in the business for some time, like Craig and all that, do your due diligence, come to the low-hanging fruits. Let's land clients, let's rank clients, let's bank some money. That's the whole goal, right? I'll leave you with this. We don't want to be a group of SEO guys who know everything about GMB and SEO and PV and ranking, but are making $0. I'd rather be the guy who knows a little bit about SEO, but making a lot more money. Absolutely. Bhakti says, let's rock and roll. Amen, man. I'm telling you, all right? Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you then, guys. All right? Same Zoom link, and it's streamed in YouTube also. Rank and bang. Yes. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.